In the previous episodes, I've shown you the main floor and the two upper floors. In this episode, I'm going to take you all the way up into the attic, to the attic landing and the child's bedroom. Here on the upper landing, the door on the left at the top of the stairs leads to the attic staircase. Well, the fictitious attic staircase, because in reality this door doesn't open and the attic stairs don't exist. But let's just imagine opening the door and climbing the stairs leading up into the attic. The attic of the canal house has a pitched roof and was used for storing goods initially. But the attic has lost its function as a storage space a long time ago and has since become part of the living space of the house. To create some space for the attic landing, I built a large dormer, with the old wooden beams indicating the original structure of the house. The painted planks on the walls underneath the wooden beams are made from strips of thick paper. The large old trunk holds memories of world travels of a long gone age. Above the trunk hangs a wonderful piece of paper cut art by Engelhard Schmid. The scene of washing being hung out on the line hints at the function of this space. This is where the drying and ironing of the laundry takes place. The tall cupboard in the center of the space was made by me many years ago from a kit, and it has a little surprise inside. Although, to be honest, this is not really my idea of a fun surprise. The cupboard opens up to reveal a fold-away ironing board. The old ironing board is still in use, but the old iron has been replaced by a modern one. The small folding drying rack was made by me. The washing line holds the most perfect little wooden clothes pegs. These fabulous functioning little wonders came from Dieter Dorsch. Isn't it funny how in miniature even the most ordinary items can become treasures? The McQueenie Miniatures Housemate box is in use as a shoe polish box. The tiny shoe polish brush is another perfect little miniature by Dieter Dorsch. The box does look a bit empty. I will have to look for shoe polish on my next shopping trip. Well, I've had enough of these boring household tasks. Let's see what's behind the little door on the left. Oh! Hello, who are you? I don't really have to say it, as it is so obvious, but here is the child's bedroom. It took me a long time to decide what to do with the attic, but I collected quite a few cuddly toys and playthings over the years, so a child's bedroom would be the ideal room to display them in. The sloping ceilings provided the perfect space for a box bed. Box beds, also known as cupboard beds, cabinet beds or closet beds, were a common feature in old Dutch houses. The beds were often part of a built-in wall of cabinets and could be closed off with doors or curtains to keep the cold drafts out. this room again I added aged beams to the ceiling and walls to indicate the old attic structure. The wonderful nursery wallpaper came from Susan Bembridge. It is called The House That Jack Built, and it's a 1929 arts and crafts design by CFA Voisey. As usual, I could not find any lamps I liked for this room, so I made them myself again. The ceiling light shade came from a string of party lights meant for a full-size house. The wall light is a little kite, simply made from paper and packaging plastic. The third light I made was really a makeover of a light shade I've had for 15 years but never used. I painted the frame green and replaced the Japanese-style paper shades with scenes of animals cut from the Voisey wallpaper design. Quite simple but so cute. I love this little light. The wee bear that greeted us upon opening the door was made by Dave Pennant of Teeny Weeny Teddies. It sits on the roof of a tiny doll's house, which I made from a kit by Little Miss Miniature. The bed houses a small collection of teddy bears, but I'm afraid I don't know the names of the makers of all of them. The small petite point Noah's Ark rug in front of the bed was made by Ellie de Kraker. I just love this knitted sweater, which has a multicolored snake with wobbly eyes across the front and a tail which forms the sleeve. Another favorite of mine is this flying rabbit by Reina Ma. He really makes me smile. I made the curtain from a handkerchief I bought at Liberty of London. The design, Theo, was inspired by Alice in Wonderland, so it's just perfect for a child's bedroom. Against the wall under the window sits an old doll's house, and there's a chest with lots of cuddly toys. The painted chest was a gift from Elga Koster. The sweet cuddly toys were made by Shirley Scheibehenne. The adorable zebra in the red dress was knitted and given to me by my friend Annette. And the fun, colourful hair is another piece by Ellen Warner. The Itsy Bitsy Piggy Bank was made by Esther van Niekerk. It is important to teach children good money habits, even if they can only save a little, as is the case here. The next few toy sets were all made by the same maker who made the flying rabbit, Reina Ma Miniaturas from Argentina. There's a circus, a Ferris wheel, and an animal farm set. Who wouldn't love to play with these toys? The miniature version of the famous Norwegian Trip Trap children's chair was made by Koert Jensen. He also made the wooden monkey toy, a well-known Danish design, from 1951. I love how this room has designs and miniatures from makers all over the world. From the Netherlands, Denmark, Norway and Germany, to Argentina and South Africa, and many other countries. The perfect start for a child's education.